coffee drips slow, a rhythm I forgot. Birds outside sing loud, they don't know I haven't slept. Steam rises from the mug I haven't poured yet. My hands remember how to hold something soft. I don't need to explain the circles under my eyes, or apologize for the quiet that feels like lies. The kitchen clock ticks past the hour I used to dread, but I'm still standing in the light that fills the bread. I choose the ache that taught me to breathe. I take the weight that once made me fold. I am not the version they wanted me to be, but I'm the one who stayed when the story turned cold. The window fog fades, I trace a line with my finger, a word I can't say out loud yet, still a linger. But the birds keep singing, they don't wait for permission, and I think I can learn that kind of living without permission. I don't need to measure the smallness I carried, or count the years I spent being sorry for existing. The coffee's almost ready now, bitter and warm, and my throat is open. I let the first sip form. I used to think healing had to be loud, a parade of forgiveness, a crowd. But is this a burner left on low, a plate I don't have to break to know I'm still here, still wired, still whole. I claim the tired bones that kept me upright, honor the voice that cracked but didn't crack. I won't ask the mirror to lie anymore. I'm the one who stayed when the story turned black. Birds at daybreak, coffee on the stove. I'm not fixed, but I'm not broken, just breathing in the space I chose. Kettle hums a morning tune, but my throat is dry from last night's apologies. I swallow like pills. Heavy, I'm sorry for breathing too loud, for taking up space, for wanting to be still. My tongue is tired of bending into sorry curves, so today I let the first silence sit on my lips. No rush to fill the air with guilt I don't deserve. I won't say it for the milk I spilled it too. Hey, not for the tear that landed on his shirt, not for existing when the room felt too small. I'm learning that sorry is a habit, not a truth. I am crossing out sorry from my vocabulary, replacing it with I am here. Just that, no explanation, no shrinking, no apology for being alive in a world that wants me flat. My voice doesn't need a pardon for every syllable. My spine doesn't need forgiveness for standing straight. I used to say when the silence came, like I was the reason the air turned cold. Apologize for my shadow touching his floor, apologize for growing bold. But this morning the coffee tastes different, bitter on my tongue but mine. I don't know anyone a softer version of my spine. I won't say it for the space my shoulders take, not for the laugh that slips too loud, not for the no I whispered in the dark. I'm learning that sorry is a cage, not a grace. I am crossing out sorry from my vocabulary, replacing it with I am here. Just that, no explanation, no shrinking, no apology for being alive in a world that wants me flat. every syllable. My spine doesn't need forgiveness for standing straight. And when the old reflex tries to rise, I place a hand on my own chest. Feel the rhythm, the proof, the breath. It's not rude to exist. It's not selfish to take up this much light. I am crossing out sorry from my vocabulary, replacing it with I am here. Full stop. No apology for the shape of my hunger, no plea for the fire I won't drop. My lungs are not a disturbance, my feet are not in the wrong spot. I am here, I am here, I am here, and that is not a mistake. The kettle clicks off, the room stays quiet, and I don't fill it with sorry. Just my breath, just my name. Just the first morning I didn't apologize for waking. The kettle hums low, but I haven't poured yet. My palm stays flat on the counter like a secret. There's a clock somewhere ticking through the frost on the glass, counting all the years I waited for approval that wouldn't last. When did I start shaping my spine to fit their thumbs? When did this silence become a verdict that left me numb? Why did I believe a closed door meant I was wrong, when the room was mine all along? I stopped trying to be their perfect line, stopped coloring inside a frame that wasn't mine. There not was a key to a room I never built. I'm standing in the doorway now, no guilt. The coffee's breathing steam into the frozen pain. I watch it blur the branches I've been trained to strain. My jaw unclenches for the first time in years. The anger in my throat is softening to tears. What if I never need them to say well done? What if my own quiet is already enough sun? The clock keeps ticking, I don't flinch at its pace. It's just time passing, not judgment on my face. I stop trying to be their perfect line, stop coloring inside a frame that wasn't mine. There not was a key to a room I never built. I'm standing in the doorway now, no guilt. This is not forgiveness, it's letting go of the scale. This is not winning, it's the end of the race to be held. I put the kettle back on the stove, still hot. Some fires don't need applause to burn, they just are what they've got. The clock ticks on, the coffee steams. I pour it slow, let it be. No one asked, and still I stay. Drip from the faucet counts the seconds I've been still. Shower runs behind me, steam fogging up the glass. My fingers trace the lines that I used to pray would fade. Why did I think that loving meant erasing every part? And the mirror's a blur of who I thought I had to be, but I'm kneeling on cold tile and I'm starting to see. Yeah. What if this body isn't something I'll fix? What if the shame is just a habit I can quit? I've spent years apologizing for taking up space, but the water keeps falling and I'm still in this place. Yeah. Same hands that flinched at the scale now press against the floor. Same stomach that I hated holds a breath I need to roar. I used to draw a line between what's good and what's enough. Now I'm asking softer questions. Is this truly that rough? The steam starts to clear and I see a face I know. Tired but not broken, just learning to let it go. What if this body isn't something I'll fix? What if the shame is just a habit I can quit? I've spent years apologizing for taking up space, but the water keeps falling and I'm still in this place. I press my palm to the curve I used to hide. No verdict, no before, no after, just describe. The tile is cold, but I don't need to run. Some questions don't need answers to be undone. So I stay on this floor with the drip and the steam. Learn that enough is not a dirty dream. Don't have to be fixed to deserve this air. I'm just here, breathing, bare and still there. She's still tangled where you left in a rush. Bottle of your cologne still wet on the pillow. My own knees pressed in the cold bathroom tile, counting the cracks like I count all the ways I tried. Why do my lips shape the word sorry before I even know what I did wrong? Why do I carry a guilt like it's mine to hold? I keep asking myself, who taught me to shrink? Who told me my voice was a burden, not a gift? I keep asking the mirror, who made me believe that keeping the peace meant losing my right to be angry. Last night I said I'm sorry for breathing too loud, for wanting an answer, for asking for sleep. You walked out the door and I stayed on the floor, apologizing. The silence, it didn't get worse. Why do I make myself small in a room that was never too big for you? Why do I beg forgiveness for taking up space? I keep asking myself, who taught me to shrink? Who told me my voice was a burden, not a gift? I keep asking the mirror, who made me believe that keeping the peace meant losing my right to be angry. And the answer comes slow, like a bruise rising up. It was me, it was me, it was me all along. Handing out pardons for crimes I never committed, learning to hold the weight of my own without bending. this room that still smells like last night. I press my palm flat on the pillowcase, still down. Who taught me to say sorry before I even know what broke? I count the cracks on the ceiling, my throat still stings. Why did I fold myself in the shapes you could hold? Why did I shrink till my bones forgot they had names? The morning light crawls under the curtain edge, and I ask the dust in the air, was I ever wrong? I was sorry for the air I breathed in your silence. Sorry for needing a hand when I was drowning. Sorry for taking space, for wanting, for asking. But whose voice is that echoing in my chest? I think I've been apologizing to a ghost. I remember the way I'd say I'm sorry before you could sigh. Sharp little word I threw like a shield, like a lie. Now I sit with my knees pulled close and my jaw tight, and I don't say a thing, let the quiet hold its own weight. If I could reach back to the girl who always ducked her head, I'd cup her chin and say, you don't owe them your softness. The sun is higher now, shadows shift across the wall, and I'm learning the shape of a sentence without a sorry at the end. I was sorry for the air I breathed in your silence. Sorry for needing a hand when I was drowning. Sorry for taking space, for wanting, for asking. But whose voice is that echoing in my chest? I think I've been apologizing to a ghost. Sit in my mouth like a stone, and I swallow nothing. I was sorry for the air, but the air was mine. Sorry for needing, but every hand deserves to reach. Sorry for taking space, this space is me. I hear my own voice now, rough and new. She says you never had to be small to be safe. Cold towel meets my knee, steam curls around my face. Shower still running, but I turned off the sound. My hands pressed flat against the floor, counting each finger. 1, 2, 3, still here, still breathing, still found. The mirror's fog, no reflection to argue with tonight. Just the drip of the faucet and the weight I didn't know I carried. I used to scrub my skin raw, trying to erase your scent. Now I let the water run cold, and I don't flinch when it hits. Every morning since you left, I've been learning a new way to start. Not with apology, but with both feet on the ground and a quiet heart. This is my ritual now, pressing my palms to the core, not asking for permission to take up the space. I count my breaths like coins I'm finally allowed to hold, and I don't need you to see me to know I'm not erased. The soap smells like nothing you recognize, something I chose. I let it lather slow, watch it run down my wrist. There's a crack in the towel by the drain, small and permanent. I trace it with my toe, proof that things can break and still exist. I used to think I was the broken one, now I think I'm just the one who stayed. I don't flinch when I see my own face in the glass anymore. The steam clears for a second and I see someone I'm meeting for the first time. She's tired, but she's not sorry for the tiredness. She's learning that survival can be as simple as closing a door. This is my ritual now, pressing ritual now, pressing my palms to the cold, not asking for permission to take up the space. I count my breaths like coins I'm finally allowed to hold. And I don't need you to see me to know I'm not erased. I used to measure my worth by how quietly I could disappear. Now I let the water run until it runs clear. And I stand in the middle of the room, not hiding, not small, just a woman who decided the floor is not a place to fall. This is my ritual now. Feet on the cold, hands on the ground. I don't need a mirror to tell me I'm still here. I count the seconds like names I finally unlearned, and the sound of my breathing is the only prayer I need to hear. The kettle's low note, a hum I know too well. Water beating on the glass, a story time will tell. I measure grounds too carefully, a habit I can't break. But this morning I let the scoop overflow, for goodness sake. And the drip becomes a rhythm, a patient kind of sound, the kind that fills the spaces where my high demands once drowned. This is my ritual of letting go, not measuring up, just letting flow. The steam curls up like a silent prayer for the girl who thought she had to be everywhere. Flawless in a world that never saw her there. I used to wipe the counter clean before the first sip hit my tongue. A performance of control before the day had even begun. But today there's a coffee stain that's watching me decide if I can leave it be and still feel alright inside. And the drip becomes a rhythm, a patient kind of sound, the kind that quiets the critic that has always been around. This is my ritual of letting go, not measuring up, just letting flow. The steam curls up like a silent prayer for the girl who thought she had to be everywhere. Flawless in a world that never saw her there. The tap drips slow, a metronome for healing. I'm not waiting for the water to stop its feeling. I'm learning that the grounds don't have to be precise for the brutal taste of something nice. This is my ritual of letting go, not perfect, but I'm learning to know the steam curls up and I breathe it in, a quiet truce with the war within, for the girl who's finally learning to Cardboard boxes still taped shut by the door. Toaster clicks at 7, first sound on this floor. But I'm melting a bread, a simple kind of proof that I made it through the night under this unfamiliar roof. I'm not sure, it fills a room when no one's there. Maybe it's the way I breathe and call it air. This is my first morning in a new quiet, learning how to be full without the noise. Toast to pops and I don't have to share it. One plate, one cup, one voice. I caught my breath in the hallway mirror. Saw someone who looked tired but clear. No footsteps in the hallway that I recognize. Just the sound of me learning to be wise. I'm not sure what fills a room when no one's there. Maybe it's the way I breathe and call it air. This is my first morning in a new quiet, learning how to be full without the noise. Toast to pops and I don't have to share it. One plate, one cup, one voice. I used to think alone and empty. Now I feel the space begin to hum, like an engine starting slowly, like a flower learning where to come from. This is my first morning in a new quiet, not empty, just beginning to be. Toast to pops and I smile at the silence. One plate, one cup, one me. One me. One me. One me. The TV's casting ghosts across the wall. No sound, my hands are resting hollow in my lap. I found another sorry crawling out before I understand. For rain that never came, for love I never planned. Why do I apologize for taking up the space, for breathing when the silence already has my face? I'm asking questions to a ceiling that won't answer back, but maybe asking is the first step on this track. Who told me that my voice was just the noise to hide? Who taught me sorry was the only word inside? I'm not waiting for the answer from the past. I'm just asking and I'm asking till the question lasts. I said I'm sorry for the way the curtains swayed, for crying in the car when I was underpaid. I whispered pardon me for taking up my own mind space, for wanting things I used to think I had to chase. Why do I shrink to fit a room that isn't mine to hold? Why do I apologize for growing slowly bold? The clock is ticking steady, it doesn't ask me why I'm here, but maybe I don't need to prove my right to appear. Who told me that my voice was just the noise to hide? Who taught me sorry was the only word inside? I'm not waiting for the answer from the past. I'm just asking and I'm asking till the question lasts. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm not sorry for the way my silence finally broke. I'm not sorry for the spine beneath this cloak. My hands are still empty, but they're learning how to hold something that was never meant to be controlled. Who told me that my voice was just cold against my skin. I can still smell the lavender soap you used to hate. A slow drip from the faucet counts the minutes I've been in, staring at the steam that's fading, my own face coming late. I used to scrub your name off my skin every night, but tonight I'm not washing anything away. I'm just sitting in the cold, letting it hold me tight, learning that staying still is a kind of staying. You there in the mirror with the wet hair and tired eyes. You don't have to prove you're okay tonight. The water's cold, the candle's dying, but you're still here, and that's enough for the first time in years. My fingers are pruned, my shoulders ache from holding up the world. I forgot how long it's been since I just let go. The drip says 23 more seconds, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm learning that being tired doesn't mean I'm broken. I don't need a scrub, I don't need to burn. I can just float in the cold until it feels like home. And the face in the glass doesn't flinch or turn. She's been waiting for me to stop running and come home. You there in the mirror, you there in the mirror with the wet hair and tired eyes. You don't have to prove you're okay tonight. The water's cold, the candle's dying, but you're still here, and that's enough for the first time in years. The drip is slowing down. Oh, maybe it's my breath. I put my hand on the glass and she puts hers on mine. We don't say a word, but we finally rest. No more waiting for permission to be fine. You've in the mirror with the quiet and the cold. You don't have to be fixed to be whole.